Good morning, everyone. Just doing a quick audio check here, if everyone can hear me. It's crazy because I'm still not recovered 100% yet. I don't know what the hell I caught, man. I've been sick for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Val thinks I have the Hanta virus. Well, everyone will get started here in just a few minutes. Morning, good morning. Anyone listen to the new Drake album? These are some of my favorite ones. I'll share it in the chat. I listened to all three albums. These are like the top ones that I liked. If you guys have any ones that I missed, just throw it in chat. Good morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Steve, the Birdman, the Bird
Yeah,
Whisperer.
man. Dude, this bird is funny, man. He started flying yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but just like 3 or 4 feet, but he jumped from like his box to my shoulder. It was pretty cool.
All right. He's our good luck bird. You can't get
Yeah,
rid of him.
can't get rid of him. Nope.
Until we have a losing day. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Couldn't let him fly away.
Let him
Yeah.
fly away. Let him fly to James' house. Ugh. Morning, everyone. Dude, I was just saying, it's been like over 2 weeks. I'm still not healthy.
Man, still not at 100%, huh?
The morning and the nights are the toughest. Middle of the day
Jeez.
is usually really easy.
I wonder if it was two different bugs that you caught. You know, like maybe one of them you got
Yeah,
rid of it, then you caught another one right away.
I think so, man. I think so.
That's a long time.
On the bright side, though, I've been trading pretty well, so that's what matters.
Yeah.
Been trading pretty well.
Yeah, that should definitely help you feel better sometime soon,
Big time.
or at least emotionally better, mentally better.
Right. So we'll get started here in a few minutes, guys. My entire calendar's Alex sick, Alex flu, Alex sick, Alex flu. Crazy. Morning, everyone. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Last couple days in Florida have been rainy days. I actually like rainy days, man. There's nothing better than being home when there's like a snowstorm or like a rainstorm. But when you're outside the house, man, it's fucking miserable.
And man, I remember like, you know, I'm in Florida, but let's see, when we got there for Orlando last year, it was like nice weather and then driving, and then it was like a crazy storm, and then we were out of the storm, and then it was nice weather, and we're like, what the heck? Kind
Oh
of
yeah, big time.
all within like a 20-30 minute drive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
like pretty insane weather, man.
Yep.
Yeah, tropical.
Yep. All right, let's get started here, guys. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We are using the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. So, crazy markets lately. There's just been ton of opportunities. You know, it feels like, I don't know, it's hard to say, but it just kind of feels like, you know, we get these windows of opportunity lately, you know, where there's, you know, a week of really solid action and then a week of dead action. And then like 3 days of solid action and then 4 days of bad action. And something I remember telling George a while back is that in trading, you can make your entire month or your entire year in a day or a week. So when those high probability weeks come up, your job as a trader is to press hard because you don't know when that opportunity is going to end, right? It's like when you have a really good market cycle, you want to try to push during that action so that you could make all the P&L that you need to make, you know, before the action changes. So last month in April was kind of a really slow month for me. You know, I got chopped up. You know, I ended up losing $7,000 for the month, which in the grand scheme of things, $7,000 is, you know, a day's worth of work. But it's just frustrating to be working all month and then you kind of go to your boss. It's like you work at a restaurant for a month and then you go to your boss is like, not only are you not getting paid, you have to pay us. And you're just like, what the fuck, you know? So it's just annoying is all it is. So main thing to kind of, you know, keep in mind and understand is your job as a trader is to keep your losses controlled. Because the reality is, because my losses were controlled, I came in May, and actually, I don't think I've had a losing day in May so far. I have not had a losing day in May, and I've had an average winning day of 6,700. So not too bad. And it just goes to show that when the opportunities that are there, you want to press, and when they're not, you want to step on the brakes. So let's talk about the market real quick, and then we'll talk about the watch list. So I've been saying for a while now that the market is overdue for a pullback. This does not mean that we're going to crash. It does not mean that a Great Depression is coming. It does not mean that a recession is coming. We just need a healthy pullback. So I mentioned this a bunch of times, and we're starting to see that healthy pullback happen now. The memory names that led the market, like Micron, are down. SanDisk are down. AMD is down, Intel is down. Now, do I think that the market is going to crash? Absolutely not. We are in the greatest bull market probably since the last 20 years, you know. Ever since the internet bubble, this is probably the greatest market that we've seen in terms of opportunities. But you have to remember that gravity is real. Things need to come down and consolidate before they go higher. I'll give you an example. Look at Micron. So Micron pushed up, consolidated, pushed up, consolidated, pushed up, now consolidated. You know what I'm saying? So nothing goes straight up forever. And if something does go straight up forever, it turns into CAR. CAR. You know? This is what it looks like when shit goes straight up forever. You know, crashes back down. So in my opinion, like I've been saying, the market is pretty top heavy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see the S&P 500 SPY retest this breakout area around 700. Right? I wouldn't mind seeing down 700. That'd be a pretty solid buying opportunity. But you know, you don't really want to be buying stocks right now unless they're showing relative strength. So what is relative strength? Relative strength is when, let's say, the market is going down, but certain stocks or certain sectors are going up. So does anyone know what sector currently has relative strength? Pop quiz. Software, indeed. So IGV is the software index. Look at that. It is continuing to grind higher. What is Microsoft doing? Microsoft is about to set up a little mini breakout over 430. So these are the types of stocks that you want to buy as the market is going down. It doesn't mean that every time the market goes down, software is going to go up. It just means the money is rotating into something else, you know? So the main thing that you have to remember is there's always a bull market somewhere, right? You know, even when the war in Iran was happening, where was the bull market? I'll give you a hint. It was in oil. Oil plays went straight up, you know? So there's always a bull market somewhere. Your job as a trader is to recognize where that bull market is. Let me tell you a cheat code. I do the work for you, right? I do the work for you. So the reality is that by being in MIC, by being in the community, you guys get to lean on my 12 and a half years. Holy shit. 12 and a half years of trading. So I'm not looking to buy, you know, Micron or SanDisk on a dip. This shit went up 1,000%. You know, it goes up 1,000% and it goes down 10% and you want to buy? Wrong. You know, you want to see where the money is rotating to. You want to see where the action is and go there. So software names have been really strong. You know what else has been really strong? Freaking cybersecurity names, bro. What the hell is this CrowdStrike? CrowdStrike a month ago was 50% lower, right? So, again, I'm not saying that I'm going to start trading shit like CrowdStrike. I'm not going to start trading shit like Microsoft, but it's something to keep in mind. It's something to keep aware. You have to recognize where the money flow is rotating to. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's get started with the watch list. So, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Sorry, just changing some charts around. All right, so that's what I want to kind of remind you guys. There's always a bull market somewhere, you know, and these are the kind of little details that you have to pay attention to as a trader. It doesn't mean that you need to trade everything, but there's opportunities upon opportunities everywhere. So that's number one. Number two is, as you guys know, Cobra Trading is dropping their minimum from $25,000 to $10,000. I think it's going to be on June 6th, so in about 2 weeks. So now if you ever want to have the same broker as me, the same broker that professional traders use, the account minimum will be $10,000. But fear not, if you do not have $10,000, they have created a new brokerage that is also run by Cobra Trading, that the account minimum is $2,500. So if you have $2,500, you will have the opportunity to have a broker that has free commissions through Cobra Trading. Now you may be thinking in your head, why would I use the other broker? Why would I use Cobra Trading for $10,000 when I could use a smaller broker for $2,500 and have free commissions? Well, the difference is you're not going to get rebates. You're not going to have access to 17 locate providers. You're going to have access to 3. And the support is not going to be the same. So Cobra's goal is to essentially, the truth is they're going to probably put Trade Zero out of business. So anyone that has a Trade Zero account should slowly start to move over to Cobra's new platform. As MIC members, we will be the first round of clients that they let in early. Hopefully by the end of this week, they will have the account applications ready. We will be throwing a big promo as well to help you guys get started. As you guys know, we're still running our Cobra trading promo. We have not selected the winners for the New York Stock Exchange yet. So if you open up a Cobra trading account, you will get $30,000 in free commissions, 60 days free DOS platform, 60 days additional live trading access if you're an MIC member. And we're going to be selecting 3 people to come to the New York Stock Exchange with me in July. I think it's July 6th. And then have a private steak lunch. So really, really great opportunities. And then we will announce the winners soon. So if you have any questions about signing up for Cobra, just reach out to account liaison in chat. And if you are not in chat and you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link to Cobra Trading on YouTube. If you are an international client, your account minimum will be $10,000. So normally Cobra's international account minimum is $30,000, but if you're international, they're gonna bring you down to $10,000. So really solid opportunities, really solid things happening, and should be pretty great. So let me take a sip of my tea, and then we'll get to building the watch list. So the way that we build a watch list is we always go to the previous day's watch list and we build from there. So let's start. So SLE. Sorry, this thing's not zoom. Oh, here we go. SLE broke down, never really bounced, so nothing there. SBFM, man, what a crazy stock. It's that it is the main hot stock runner of the day. Abnormal volume equals abnormal price action. I mean, what a scam. I think they did an offering midday and it completely destroyed the stock. You know, locates were super, super expensive, so I didn't really get involved, and I'm not really too worried that I didn't get involved. You know, not really anything there. GOVX. GOVX was the main play for me yesterday. I made $4,000 shorting this stock. I left probably $25,000 on the table. Really, really great trade. Really, really great opportunity on this one. Shorted the bounce, got that death candle, and ended up covering into the dips. Obviously, it dipped way lower without me. You know, we were saying that the locate fee was pretty damn expensive. You know, I forget what it was. It was like 16 cents or 20 cents or something like that. I mean, the stock went down almost $3 a share, man. Almost $3 a share. So, pretty insane. Pretty insane. Just wow. You know, great opportunity for us. If any of you guys on YouTube were, you know, MIC members, you could have seen the trade. But, you know, it is what it is. So, coming into this morning, you know, I'm not really interested in it anymore. I think that the major move is done. And, you know, I'll be kind of looking for other plays. LABT never really bounced, so nothing there. Microsoft, I mentioned yesterday, could go long on a VWAP reclaim. You know, Microsoft has just been showing relative strength. You know, I think Microsoft is setting up for a breakout over 433. So this could probably set up for a really nice breakout still. So Microsoft, rotation out of semis and into software names. Microsoft setting up for a breakout over 433. So ideally, dips to go long as VWAP holds for a push to eventually 450s. So obviously Microsoft, not my bread and butter, not my cup of tea. We do have some Microsoft in our diamond long-term holds, but for a day trade, I mean, it's pretty much setting up pretty nicely if it could break out over these levels. Next, CISS. Excuse me. Still not 100% yet. So CISS, let me see. Pretty broken. This was a main runner yesterday. Ended up pushing and pushing and pushing until it eventually had a big death candle and never came back. You know, in a perfect world, I think $3.50, $4, and $4.50 would be okay. $3.50, $4, $4.50 to scale it short. So those are the stocks from yesterday. Now let's go to what stocks are moving today. MTVA, dollar stock, not really interested. AMST, let me see this real quick. AMST, not really much dilution there. Nothing really too obvious. I mean, maybe if it bounces, but it's not really doing anything yet. Ruby seems like a pretty solid short opportunity on bounces. If I remember correctly, locates were pretty damn expensive. Let me see what it was. What is it? Jesus, 60 cents. Oh my God, bro. What the fuck? I mean, this should be a short on bounces, but the locates are so expensive. You know what I'm saying? So Ruby, broken stock, should be a short on bounces. But locates, too damn expensive. So ignoring that, unless something changes. INM, potential money flow runner of the day. So probably gonna ignore that. INM, potential money flow runner of the day. Ignoring it, most likely. Anything else out there?
You mentioned WNW.
WNW. WNW. Yeah, wasn't this like some sort of Chinese stock, guys? If I remember correctly. Some sort of Chinese pump and dump thing. I mean, I try to stay far away from the Chinese stock, so probably avoiding this Chinese name. So, pretty much all I got this morning is Microsoft, maybe Ruby, all these other things, but nothing really obvious today. Kind of seems like a little bit of a lackluster morning, to be honest. So probably going to take it slow. Potential no trade day today. We'll see. Codex, let me pull up Codex real quick and see what Codex is up to. Give me a second. Codex. Yeah, I mean, dollar stock. I don't really like trading these dollar stocks. My price range based on my stats, guys, is like $2 to $10. So based on my stats that I have tracked, anything less than $2, I just lose money on. So I just try to avoid it. So that's just personally for me based on my stats. Also, another question is, do I ever pay 60-cent locates? I mean, my rule of thumb is I have to think that I have to make at least 2 times the locate fee back. If I do not think I can make at least 2 times the locate fee back, I will not locate. So in the example of 60-cent locates, I would need to make $1.20 a share to make it worth it, right? And if you go to 360 minus $1.20, it has to go to 240 for me to make sense. Do I think it's gonna go to 240? I mean, maybe. Do I want to risk it in case I'm wrong? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I would just probably chill out. MTVA, same thing, dollar stock. So normally I don't like trading these $1 stocks, so nothing really there for me. Ruby would be nice if it. Let me ask Cobra if they could find some cheaper locates. Ruby.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of expensive locates lately. I'm not sure if it's just, I don't know. It seems like locates also have a market cycle.
Yeah, it is. It's all based on supply and demand, right? When there's high demand, prices go up. When there's low supply, prices go up, So probably INM, Ruby, INM, I would say this is the key level here. You could draw a line around 160 if it breaks to short, but again, guys, this is a $1 stock. Not really my ideal bread and butter. We got about 5 minutes until the market opens here. I kind of cut off Steve a little bit, so sorry for that, Steve. But just real quick, guys, if you guys are enjoying live trading and you want to join, or if you are already an MIC member and you want to upgrade, all you have to do is email us at stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. and we'll help you get started here. We've already had a few people sign up from the YouTube live streams. You know, probably once every couple weeks, I open up the live stream for everyone to watch. I have replays on the YouTube channel where I made 24 grand on Micron and another 8 grand on it. So already some great opportunities, but aside from that, got about 5 minutes here until the market opens. I'm not sure if it's long enough for your segment, Steve, but a couple more house cleaning things is the meetup dates. So our annual meetup, which is 100% free, is going to be on, what are the dates again, Steve? 22 to 24, August.
Yeah, 22nd to 24th.
August 22 to August 24. So mark your calendars for our I think it's our 8th annual live trading event. So we're gonna have 1 day of fun, 1 day of education, and 1 day of live trading. If you are an MIC lifetime or platinum member, you get to attend 100% for free. We will be sharing the discounted hotel room links shortly, but the dates are 100% confirmed. Should be a really, really great time. And that's pretty much it. So with that being said, we got about 4 minutes here until the market opens. We will be ending the YouTube live stream right when the market opens to focus on our MIC members. I'm still freaking sick, man. After 2 weeks, I've still been sick, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know what the hell's going on, but the best cure is making some money trading. So yeah, sorry, Steve, to cut you off, but if you have anything to throw in, you can throw it in. But it's looking like a little bit of a slower day, which is totally fine because as you guys can see, my month is going pretty well. Up $47,000 for the month so far. No red days yet. And just looking to trade well. That's it.
Cool. So real quick, as Alex mentioned, the annual event in Orlando will be the 22nd, August 22nd to 24th. We do a lot of meetups. If you guys ever want to plan a meetup in your area or join a meetup or see what's going on, check the meetups channel. I'll post it here. And we also have a meetup map. So you guys can post, you guys can add your location to this map. And then others, I always use it, but others, whenever they travel or want to plan a meetup in their area, they can check to see who's nearby. You can also see who's nearby. A lot of tabs find each other this way to trade together. Not confirmed yet, but I've been promising you Australian members a meetup for a while. I think going on a year or two, I've been trying to get out there. We're very close to planning a trip for about 3 weeks, probably late June, something like that. But I'll confirm if we actually book tickets and all that. But it's kind of looking like Sydney, and maybe we'll do Melbourne if we have a little time. But loop, and yeah, it's winter in June. That's perfect for me, Santosh, because my background is like I don't know, Denmark, Norway. So my genes don't like the really hot weather. I'm always trying to go somewhere cold in the summer, and my wife's always trying to go somewhere hot. And Iceland suits me well, Norway. So anyways, I'm okay with being there in the winter. But yeah, as we get a little closer, if I pin down the dates and flights and all that, we'll organize a big meetup, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there to hang out. And then, yeah, just add your info to the meetups map so I know who to reach out to, right? Cool. So we got about minute and a half. YouTube guys, if you guys have any questions at all, anything at all, if you want to ask me, chat about, if you want to know, how to get in on a good deal for a 30-day trial, or if you have questions about any of the resources or things that we do here in MIC, just email me, stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. And yeah, we'll be happy to respond and take care of you guys.
That's it. So with that being said, we'll end, excuse me, we'll end the YouTube live stream here and get to live trading for MIC members. Sorry guys, I'm still not 100%. So look at the difference here, guys. Look at the difference between Microsoft, steady higher lows, and SPY, lower highs. this is an example of relative strength, man. So great opportunities. Let's see. Hopefully this Ruby. Let me see. Hopefully this Ruby bounces. Cobra said they found some locates for 40 cents on Ruby. I mean, it's still too expensive. So